My name is Jen.
And I'm Nathan.
And we've been married 8 years now. About 5 years into our marriage, so about 3 years ago, almost exactly, our life took a radical turn when we tripled our family size through adoption.
We brought home a sibling group of 4 between the ages of 8 and 6. And then just in the last 2.5 months, we decided to add a 5th to our family who is 2 years old now.
Family to me pretty much means chaos. I feel like all day long, I'm tripping over toys and breaking up squabbles and planning the next fun activity and getting asked 10,000 times when that activity's happening, even if I've answered it every time before that, and having a lot of fun.
The minivan has 8 seats. We have our 2 daughters and our 2-year-old who sits in the middle between them. We call him Switzerland. He is neutral territory, and the 2 fighting girls are kept calm and at peace because Switzerland is in the middle. And then we have 2 boys in the back. So we do have room for one more. Doesn't mean we have to fill that seat.
Depending on who you talk to.
But yeah. When we had first brought our kids home, I would lie awake in bed in the middle of the night staring at the ceiling going, oh my goodness, I have just adopted 4 kids. It's definitely not the Von Trapp family where, trauma or this loss or trauma has happened in their life and that they're grateful that they have, a loving home and parents, because for the longest time they haven't had loving home and parents, and they have frustration and angers towards those hurt. And for the most part, they exert and take out their frustration and hurts on us.
One of our kids, a few months after they came home, was finishing up a bath, and I went in to get that child dried off and into their jammies and stuff. And the bathroom was completely flooded, like water up to my ankles. My child said to me, "Did you notice what I did?" I said, "Oh, you did this." And the child kept scooping water out of the bathtub and throwing it on the ground right in front of me, and said to me, which I thought was very intuitive but sad, "I'm doing this so you'll get rid of me. If I keep damaging the house and destroying things, then you'll have to get rid of me." And I know now that that same child knows that they're here to stay. I don't think anything I've done previous to this, adopting 4 kids and then adding another one a little later, has grown my faith in ways that I never dreamed possible. I need to depend on God because there's a lot of moments raising 5 kids who've come from really hard places where I have no idea what to do. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, I need God's help to help me be the mom that my kids need me to be. So taking this step of faith has grown my faith exponentially in ways that I can't even imagine or didn't imagine before.
Yeah, that first step was hard, but it was completely worth it. I think one of the few examples for me that was worth it was Valentine's Day, the first one. I wanted to continue a tradition that Jen's dad had done where he would just give his daughter roses and wish them a happy Valentine's Day. And I really appreciated that tradition and wanted to do that for our daughters. So I brought home Jen some roses, and I brought each of the girls a rose. And my one daughter looks at the rose. She doesn't know it's hers yet. She goes, "Oh, is that rose from Mom?" I said, "No, that rose is for you, honey." And the joy on her face and just the way her jaw dropped. To see that she was loved and appreciated and got a gift like that, she had never received before. I think that God puts these desires, even just small ones, on our hearts. And it's up to us to respond to those desires. We can, for Jen, it was a desire to adopt and to, add children in our family through adoption, and it was up to her and I to say yes to that. But I think we get to our bigger or greater calling when we say yes to the small callings and desires that God puts on our hearts.